Welcome to Florida.
Day number 20, last day. Rubbish.
And it's very warm.
It's really hot today. I've been
Humid.
my sleeves up. I did not dress appropriately.
Yeah.
Neither did you.
So I think it's going to be thunderstorms later, but Fiona's being more optimistic.
Basically because I can't deal with the fact that if it's as bad as it was the other day, that means that we're rained out and I want to watch Hamilton.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So I've got my ears on. I'm ready to get our ears on with Move It, Shake It, whatever it's called these days.
Move it, shake it, whatever it's called these days.
Yeah, that's the new name. Hashtag it.
So we're just waiting on it starting.
Yeah.
At some point.
And then we have fast passes.
But Peter Pan, which has just reopened today apparently.
Well, we're a little bit concerned that it's not. But we're going to go find out. Because if not, we have a free fast pass.
So
I'd like to ride Peter Pan if it's open.
So we'll go there after that. Then we have Mine Train.
Then it's debatable on the weather as to what to go on. The like welcome trail is on. Amphibious and bird were here.
They are. It's also a busy Saturday morning.
But it's open till 11. If we can laugh.
I just love a party.
Step into the street and watch the day be active. Stepping in front of the lights are flashing. All my fellas are ready. All my ladies are ready. I'm looking up on the party. Ain't no walking pretty. I got the DJ spinning and it's filling the room. If it's me and you chilling, it's a trip to the moon. We're ready to party. We won't be late. Let's get started.
thing or two about dancing.
Okay, this is Alistair attempting to pull the sword out of the stone. You gotta pull harder than that, buddy. He's not even trying. He failed. You are not the rightful king.
Got it.
Pitapan's back open! Last day magic. Well done, Disney.
Let's see what's changed.
Go and have a look
Probably
at.
nothing.
Let me look at what the queue is. Okay, let's play guess the queue time. What do you think it is?
90 minutes.
Higher.
120.
150 and
Really not worth it.
I don't know. They might have changed. It could be a completely different ride.
Yeah.
Probably not. It's probably just like new clothes and a touch of paint.
Yeah.
But we'll film it because we've got glasses.
That's
Well done, Alistair. Ow.
And off we go!
you want. Bird. So we are sweating buckets. It's very hot. It's very hot. How are you not hot? It's hot. So, and the Magic Kingdom is absolutely packed. That's true.
That's true.
That is true. So we're jumping on a monorail, which we've not done yet, and heading on over to Epcot because we figure we might find some sorbet or other snacks there. And apparently the wait time is a little bit lower as well. And then hopefully we'll head on back to Magic Kingdom tonight to watch Happily Ever After. Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. See you later.
We're about to go on Splash Mountain.
Our last ride for a splash-tacular finale and a zippity-doo-dah day.
Yeah. Then we need to go pack.
Yeah, and yeah, say bye-bye.
See you in a bit. Some of the rails.
Pretty good shows your bar. Pretty good shows your bar. Pretty good shows your bar.
How do you do? My name's me. How do you do? Say when you mean. How Sing about that, down in the light,
Yes, sir. I hope Brother Randy takes me along with him. I could sure use a good chuckle like it. Where is this secret gathering place where this
So our last day in the parks is over.
We did splash. We finished with a
And she even put her hands up for the first time.
Yeah, like ever.
She did good today, that and mine train.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, we've still got a little bit of time tomorrow, but the parks are done. So kiss it good night. Until next time. Because then it was, we got a $2 deposit.
So it's actually 12, yeah.
Which is not that bad, you know? But
So it's our last day here in Florida.
no!
We're out the room.
Tragic.
We've dumped the bags with Bell Services.
We
We've
did.
had breakfast.
We have.
And we're now killing another 2 hours until it's time to go on Magical Express back to the airport.
However, we've still got 3 snacks to munch away at.
Yeah.
And a quick
I think
service.
we'll leave them because
I
we've
think
got
we
too
will.
much stuff anyway.
Yeah, we have way too much stuff with us.
My bag has gone from being 16 kilograms on the way out to 22 on the way back.
That was the highlight of the whole holiday.
And it's heavy.
To try and...
And I've got to try and haul it upstairs when I get back home.
You can barely lift it with the scales to weigh it.
Yeah.
We
The
won't talk
downside
about
to going
my
to
luggage.
Manchester is I have to get the train back to Scotland, which means I've got to haul it onto the train and then off the train at the other end, up 3 flights of stairs to get out of the station.
Aww. How will you survive?
I won't, I'll leave it.
Aww.
I think it's a lift. It better be a lift.
If not, I'm going to get some angry text messages. Next year we're not flying from Manchester.
It's inconvenient. So while we're killing time, we're just having a wander around the resort. It's not sunny today, but it is quite warm.
It's warm.
It's not as warm as yesterday.
There's
Or
a
it
nice
doesn't feel as
it's a
warm as
breeze, I
yesterday.
think, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yesterday
the breeze
it
is
was
quite warm
just
though. Isn't it?
yeah, but yesterday was just humid.
Yeah. The humidity's kind of gone.
Yes.
Cloudy,
so.
as you can see. No
Yeah,
rain yet though.
Very grey and dull, but yeah. Apparently it's quite windy, so apparently we should have a good flight time home. I'm going
Hopefully.
tomorrow.
So over there you can see the interchange station for the cable car at Caribbean Beach. It looks like it's 3 separate lines. So there's one line you can see going off there into the distance, which heads over to Pop Century and out of animation. There's the line you can see there that goes up over Caribbean Beach, which runs over to the new DVC resort that they're building. It's quite a short line. And then there's a third one, which you probably can't see, but it runs out the back of the station and heads off to Hollywood Studios. But what does appear to be true is that when you get to this station, you have to disembark whichever cable car you're on and then change on to the other one, depending where you're going to, because the 3 lines are not linked together. There's also a huge storage area out the back, which currently has a load of cars on it, but they're all covered up in paper and you can't actually get close to it. You can just see it on the bus, so maybe on the Magical Express on the way out, we'll try and film it through the window,
If we get on the right side.
because they're a bit higher up than Disney transports. So we're just going to continue our walk around the lake, because we've got nothing else to do for 2 hours. Nothing else. Fiona's now going to narrate because she's looking disapprovingly at me.
I'm not looking disapprovingly, I just find him funny. We love each other, really.
No, we don't. So here's some of the construction work where our room was. You're at Jamaica. They're basically knocking down a load of trees and rebuilding the paths. We thought it was maybe for the cable car system, but it looks like they're just doing routine maintenance, shall we say. They basically use a digger to rip up all the trees, destroyed half the paths, and it goes all the way through. They keep changing what they're doing, but the entire village bit, they appear to be redoing all the paths and trees. And there you can see all the dead trees.
That we weren't bothered by anything.
It's not going to hear you.
You could hear it.
And as Fiona just said, whereas last year the actual construction work for the DVC resort and whatever they were knocking down, we couldn't hear. This year you could hear it when they were doing it during the day. Probably because we were in the room a bit more during the day. The day that it was absolutely pouring, we came back around midday. Did they not? It's still quite noisy, isn't it? And then we had a couple of other days we were back and you could hear it going on. We either came back early. In the day I wasn't feeling well, there's the day they decided to start ripping trees out.
In fairness to Disney, it was quite clear on when you were booking at the time.
Yeah, that there's construction work going on.
To go through it, it does say, you know, please be aware that this resort is currently under refurbishment, there's construction going on, you may experience noise, but it's done within sociable hours, which is true. We've never been woken up by it, or like it's never been going on into the night, so.
No. Which is more than you can say for the little brats in the room next to us.
Yeah, we've had some noisy neighbours, shall we say.
Who liked waking up at 6:30 in the morning.
And when we say waking up at 6:30, they like to have arguments and the parents join in.
And then the slamming doors and the running around. Whoever this girl called Avery is a right pain in the ass.
We'll edit all this out.
No, we won't, it's going in. And that's Caribbean Cay, you can see there with the little kiddie play area. Sebastian's Bistro, which we never bothered going to.
Like what happened?
Bye, Disney.
They were all the way around. Yeah.